Rise and shine. It's that time. Good morning, everybody. 274th consecutive coffee talks here at the Social Club. Tim Hortons is poured. Hello there. Who is that? Detroit City? How you doing, kid? Everything all right over there? In Detroit, Michigan, right? Yeah. All right, let's have a little coffee right there. Tommy Stigs, Italian American Social Club, established. What does that say? 2022. Okay, that's right. I established the social club in 22, but I think I'm on since 21. I'm not sure. Taking off Italian Heritage Month, we're going to go over a couple of situations that I find in the Italian American culture. I'm going to run down the line. I'm just going to skim right through and make it the best that we can make it. Do the Catholic Minute. All right, here we go. All right, yeah, I can breeze through. I can read quick. I can mess up the words too. It doesn't really. Can you hear me good back there? Donna's doing it. Can you hear me good back there? All right, we're going to break off of this. We're going to go into a little something different right now. But can you hear me back there? We're going to show a little something here right now. Where is it? I want to show a little bit of this. Hopefully we don't get a clip on this. Hopefully we don't get locked on this. So we're going to start talking before 7.
Before I realized that I was an American. I was born in America and I've lived here all my life. But somehow it never occurred to me that being a citizen of the United States meant that I was an American. Americans were people who ate bland, plain food. Me? I was Italian. For me, as I am sure for most second-generation Italian-American kids who grew up in the 50s and 60s, there was a definite distinction drawn between us and them. We were Italians. Everybody else, the Irish, Germans, Polish, Jewish, they were the Americanes. There was no animosity involved in this distinction, no prejudice, no hard feelings. Just, well, they were not like us. Our ways were different. Americans went to the supermarket to buy their food. What a waste. It was their loss. They never enjoyed the pleasure of a fresh, crisp loaf. We stopped at the bakery for fresh Italian bread. Somehow, by the time we got home, the end of the bread was always missing. When you got home, there were meatballs frying in the oil. Nothing.
We'll leave that right there. We'll leave that right there because we don't want to get a block. We are still different, yes. All right, we're going in. Here we go. A couple of minutes and we are going to start talking. It's Italian Heritage Month here in North Jersey, here at the Social Club. So what are we going to do? We're going to go with this. We're kicking it off with this. Everybody settle in. Get your coffee. Right after this, we start talking.
Lasciatemi cantare, sono un italiano. Buongiorno Italia, gli spaghetti al dente, e un partigiano come presidente, con l'autoradio sempre nella mano destra, un canarino sopra la finestra. Buongiorno Italia con i tuoi artisti, con troppa America sui manifesti, con le canzoni, con amore, con il cuore, con più donne, sempre meno suore. Buongiorno Italia, buongiorno Maria, con gli occhi pieni di malinconia. Buongiorno Dio, sai che ci sono anch'io. Lasciatemi cantare con la chitarra in mano, lasciatemi cantare una canzone piano piano, lasciatemi cantare.
All right, there we go. We're starting early, guys. We got to get right to the show. Italiano.
L'Italia che non si spaventa, con la crema da barba la menta, con un vestito gessato sul blu e la moviola la domenica in TV. L'Italia col caffè ristretto, le calze nuove nel primo cassetto, con la bandiera in tintoria, una 600 giù di carrozzeria. Buongiorno Italia, buongiorno Maria, con gli occhi pieni di malinconia. Buongiorno Dio, sai che ci sono anch'io. Lasciatemi cantare con la chitarra in mano, lasciatemi cantare una canzone piano piano. Lasciatemi.
All right, let me sing, let me talk, let's go. Because I'm proud. I'm Italian. Italiano. All right, that's that for that. Let's get the banner off the screen right now. Let's do it. As you can see, that banner right there says Tommy Stigs Italian American Social Club, circa 2022. But I'm not really sure about that. I'm not sure about that, guys. 2022. I'm not sure if that's correct. I got to check on that. Where's my glasses? Right here? All right. So let's get into a little conversation. Coffee Talk with you guys is always great. We're going to get into Italian American Heritage Month right now. Oh, my God. Oh, the coffee is so nice today, Joey Calabro. All right, we got Joey. We got Delilah. We got CG2. We got Stoney. We got Don Mickey. Good morning to you, Don Mickey. CG2, nice to see you back. Hope you are well. Benny Benz, hello. Hey, teacher, you can still smell the meatballs. I know. Thank you for playing. Well, I did it a day early, a little bit early. That's what I do. All right, Stephen Marinella, hello, sir. Mike F, if you're watching, blessings to you. And let's see. Donna's doing it's right there. Okay, Donna. All right. Hollywood, hello, Hollywood. I see you, Hollywood. I see everybody. Michael Dedarian, good morning to you. Joey Calabro again right there. Detroit City, somewhere in the mix. Somewhere out there in Belleville running them streets. Where are you, Siggy? All right, let me get into this little topic right now. The Wine Guild ALV. But I can't stop drinking the coffee. Hey, teacher, what am I supposed to do? Italian Heritage Month. October every year. I think Steven said, yes, Stigs, we do this every year. We do this every year. Who's stalking you, Tinto? Your friends are stalking you. They were angry last night. They were angry at you last night. Well, it's red. This is it. Because this red is my favorite color. The cup matches the shirt. Yes, it does. You asked me what microphone I used? It's called the BOYA. And it made podcasting. Listen, they were mad. I wasn't mad at you, Tinto. It's not my business where you go. I really don't care where you go. To be quite honest with you, I don't give a shit where you go. You can go wherever the hell you want to go. Hold on a minute. Hold on. I will never sneeze on screen if I can help it. Never, ever. All right, here we go. It's called BOYA. Mark that down. No, it's a dual. It's a podcast mic. It's a dual. Hello, you see? And it made podcasting simple because before you needed a mixing table. You don't need it anymore. You don't. Yes. Never. You'll never hear me sneeze on here. No gases. No gases. Don't listen to this clown. He told me to send you those texts. All right. Shut up. Look at this rat. He's like a rat in here. Can you imagine this? He just says it right away. It doesn't take much to interrogate him. Mod on. He'd be easy to interrogate this one. What kind of lawyer are you? God almighty, what kind of lawyer are you? You better go back to ShopRite and bagging fucking groceries because you ain't my God. Your secrets are not good with this guy, I can tell you that. That's interesting. That's so interesting. Huh, Joey Dell. Osada, look at this rat move over here. You want to call a rat? Here we go, look. Osada, look at that one on the screen, Osada, look. Can you imagine what he did? I love it. Oh my God. All right, it gets no better than this. You can't get any better than this, guy. You're not going to get anything better than this. This is what it is. We have a good time over here. Okay, look, this sick bastard. You're all nuts. Dean, do whatever you want to do. Let me pour a little more coffee. Get into this discrimination shit. The word Guinea. Keep that shit to yourself. It's fucking disgusting. Tommy, okay, Patty, I had a note for you. That was at the Belleville Senior Center, Patty. I made a note to address that for you. That's at the Senior Citizen Center, Mill Street and Franklin Avenue, across from Nanina's. Hello, Surviving. How are you? You haven't been here in over a week, I guess. All right. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely. That's 100%. I owe all my lack of success to you guys. 100%. I owe my lack of success to you guys. This is true. You guys are still counting numbers and subs. I have no idea how many subs I have. Counting views and subs. I don't even know what I have. I post it and I go about my business. Okay. Lucille, all right, I gotta look out for Lucille. Yeah. Yep. A little passive aggressive. See. Yes. All we do here is have fun. The Red Sox, avant-garde. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, I got to take away managing mud wrenches. You got to go. I don't need any managers. I don't need managing mods anymore. We're going to get rid of that. Vinny the Guinea, call him the Diesel. All right, good, Stoney. Yeah, the Red Sox won. Yeah, we don't need managing mods anymore. We're going to let this chat fly. 6,370. I don't even know. I don't even watch, to be honest with you. I don't even know. Nandu got trunked. All right. Okay. Italian American Month. Let's go. Italian Heritage. Italian Heritage Month. Discrimination and Guinea. The word Guinea. I'm going to get into this conversation right now. Were the Italians discriminated against? The answer is yes. They face significant discrimination and prejudice in the United States, particularly in the late 19th and 20th centuries, where they were viewed as racially inferior, cultural distinct, and a threat to social order. This included anti-Italian sentiment, anti-Catholic prejudice, economic hostility, violence such as lynchings, and systematic marginalization. Though they were eventually accepted as part of the white race. So we are not white. You got to get it out of your thick skulls. Italians are not white. Where does this come from? Where does this come from that Italians are white? Because the Americans said it? Because they granted it to you? No, fuck you. I don't want to be part of you. Go fuck yourself. Eventually accepted as part of the white race. Why? I'll tell you why. Because they couldn't do shit without us. That's why. And they thought that bringing the Italians as part of the white race was going to make us, my ancestors, not me, prior generations, make them feel accepted. Because who's going to build the bridge? Who's going to build the church? Who's going to frame your buildings? Italians were. So they said, okay, we're going to accept them into the white race because they needed us. And you go everywhere in this country. Italian is still dominant. Italian restaurants, Italian food is the most popular, right? Italian clothing, Italian suits, Italian this, Italian that, Italian the other thing. If it wasn't for us, there would be nothing over here. And I'm dead serious about that. So they said eventually you could be part of the white race and go fuck yourself. But we still face discrimination, but we don't say anything. We don't say anything. I hear people on the YouTube saying the word Guinea. You're a dirty motherfucker. Because you're a dirty motherfucker. That's why. The word Guinea? Really? You can't do any better than that? That's the words that you got. It's as bad as the N-word. Guinea is as bad as the N-word. Or S-P-I-K when you say that. These are bad words. And there is history behind these words. So when you say Guinea, it's not fucking funny. It's not funny to anybody. It is probably the most derogatory word that you can use towards an Italian. Now, I'm sorry, but this is the way it is. I'm not going to say I'm sorry. Go fuck yourself. Okay, reasons for discrimination. Let's go into this. You know what? Let me put this avatar up because I'm aggravated right now. Let me put this one. You know what? Let me put the biting of the knuckles up. Let's put the biting of the knuckles up, okay? All right? Let's put the biting of the knuckles up. Everyone likes Italian food. Uh-huh. Okay, Ben. Reasons for discrimination. Racial and cultural stereotypes. Italians were perceived as racially inferior, unlike earlier Northern European immigrants, and stereotypes associated them with criminality and organized crime. Anti-Catholicism. This one's big. The majority of Italian immigrants were Catholic, and their religion fueled hostility from the nation's Protestant majority, who saw them as a threat to national identity. Economic competition. Immigrants were blamed for taking jobs and lowering wages during economic downturns, leading to a resentment and hostility. Lack of assimilation. Many Italian immigrants came from agrarian backgrounds, lacked formal education, and were seen as not fully assimilating, which further fueled opposition. Manifestations, and discrimination. Violence and lynchings. Anti-Italian sentiment led to violence, with a prominent example being lynching of 11 Italian immigrants in New Orleans in 1891, an act that even drew approval from Theodore Roosevelt. So, Teddy, go fuck yourself, okay? Teddy Roosevelt approved the lynching of 11 Italians in New Orleans. Theodore, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Okay? Okay. Exclusion and marginalization. Italians faced social exclusion, discrimination in employment, and being denied housing, sometimes being placed in the same category as African Americans. 100%. 100% placed in the category of African Americans. This is right. This is right. So what made us white? The color of our skin? What made them say you can be white now? Because I know white South Africans. What? I know pure white Dominicans. Pure white. What makes us white? Because there was an opportunity. They were opportunists. Who said you can be white? It was, okay, who was it? I'm not going to go back and find it, but whoever it was, the governing bodies here said it. Such as violence they were eventually accepted as part of the white race. Somewhere down the line, somebody in power said accept them as the white race. I don't know. What do you want me to tell you? This is what it is. Yeah. Labor agitation. Italians were often portrayed as lawless and disorderly, particularly in connection with labor. What do you mean? We'll take any job you give us. Whitening of Italian Americans. Over time, particularly after World War II, attitudes began to change. I get this. And Italian Americans achieved the status of whiteness in American society. This transition was influenced by factors such as growing popularity of Italian culture and American pop culture and the effects of the post-war period. You see, because they couldn't put us back. They couldn't put us back. So they had to accept us. It was conquer. It was just conquer. We were not going anywhere. You were going to discriminate against us, and my prior generations built you a bridge, a tunnel, a house, such and this and that. So they couldn't deny it. The power was so strong for the Italians that they could not deny it, but accept the Italians into whiteness. Oh my God. Discriminatory words and attitudes towards Italian Americans or anti-Italianism are a documented form of prejudice. Stereotypes, slurs, and discrimination against this group have historically been based on xenophobia and anti-Catholic sentiment. Also, racist ideologies that once viewed Southern Europeans as racially inferior. Common slurs: WAP, Slurs aimed at Italian Americans include WAP, a derogatory term with contested origins. One theory liked it to the Italian word guapo, meaning bully or thug, which is co-opted. Well, they say WAP is a thug, but really, what I was taught, it was called without papers, because we had many immigrants in our families, and they called them WAPs, and it meant without papers. That means they're not here. They're not here legally. They don't have their citizenship, so they called them WAPs. Dago. The slur was used during labor disputes in the early 20th century to disparage Italian and other Southern European immigrant laborers. Guinea. This is the worst one. Yeah. This is the worst one. Guinea. This term was originally used for West Africans and was later applied to Italians, particularly in the early 20th century, likely a racial insult connected to their darker complexion. Goomba. We know about this shit. Okay. Common stereotypes. Organized crime. They think everybody's in organized crime. Unintelligent and prone to violence. Really? Italians are really? It's unbelievable. Let's stop talking. ALV, what are you talking about? It's not a one-day show. It's a month. Let's stop talking about being discriminated against and talk about the great contribution. ALV, do a damn show and you do it. We have a month of this. This is kicking it off with prejudice. What is your problem? You know what? He's got to go in the trunk for a quick minute. This one, he needs a break. Do a damn show your own. Shut up. You know what? Shut up. Silence this bastard for 10 seconds. Shut up. We have a month of this. Beautiful stuff coming up. Okay, unintelligent and prone to violence. Early 20th century rhetoric included statements from figures like President Woodrow Wilson and President of Stanford University promoting discriminatory views that Southern Italians were biologically incapable and hereditarily weak. Go fuck yourself. For early immigrants loyalty to their region. See, this is where you go with the paisans. For early ones coming in, yeah, Goomba's friends, Tony, you're right. Coming in the beginning, and still to this day, Italians kind of stick together. They're cliquey. We kind of stay in our own. Very unusual for an Italian man to marry a non-Italian woman. I can't see doing it. I need to be around people that have the same cultural things as me. So typically they marry within the culture. Very difficult to bring an outside man or an outside woman into an Italian family. It's very difficult. It can be difficult at times. They don't typically know how to cook like you. They don't eat like you. They don't do things like you. So they're a little bit different. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, of course. Absolutely. 100%. It's not the majority of Italians find Italians. And typically it's because of the areas we come from. We're grown up around each other. So Italian boys, Italian girls, we typically grow up in the same culture because of when our ancestors came here, they went into a cliquey area. And it came natural. So you break the bloodline. You break the bloodlines down the line. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It's so much nicer when you both know about the smell of frying meatballs, right? And you both know, or if the Irish both know about Irish soda bread, whatever it is. But back then, it didn't really happen. Generations later, as people moved out to the suburbs and got out of the cities, and you got around different people, yes, 100%. But in the beginning, it was Italian. It was Italians. Irish. If anybody knows anything about Hell's Kitchen, New York, it was Irish. So if you went from Hell's Kitchen, you didn't really marry an Italian. The girls from Hell's Kitchen did not marry Italian boys from somewhere else in the city. They dated Irish guys, and that's how it went. And you can understand it because there is a familiarity, which is very, very important. Sopranos was great. The Sopranos did nothing wrong, Sidgy. Watch it, don't watch it. It was actually life around here. It was on point. Detroit Sidgy. Watching it was like they're just filming here. Yeah. Yep. Philly is a melting pot. Well, so is every place now, Stony Tony. People have left their cliques, their culture. They didn't need it anymore. They stayed in their clique because look, if you call a guy, you got a guy, air conditioning guy. He's your paisan, right? You need a plumber. He's your paisan. You need a carpenter. He's your paisan. So typically we stay within our culture, and that's just the way it was. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. But now things have changed. Now things have changed. And here we are. And it's all good. Mhm. Tommy, did we marry Italian or first generation Americans, Australians this century? I don't know what that means, but okay. Try being an Italian. I can't understand. That one must be tough. That's interesting, Joey Dell. Irish and Polish, every race went through some of these things. But the Italians were lynched. 11? Come on. My nieces and nephews were attending the Catholic University. I think Connecticut, St. Joseph is. Uh-huh. So that's where you are. Yeah, example. If someone has East Indian ancestry somewhere, their background Italian, they're automatically disliked. Oh my God, Susan, that's crazy. War enemies, and it carries for generations. It carries for generations. The Greeks and the Turks, it's a problem. No matter how many years removed you are, the Greeks and the Greeks and the Turkish, they still hate each other to this day. They might say no, but there's that little something. Now, the Italians and blacks get along beautifully. Italians and African Americans get along beautifully. Typically, there's no problem. I don't know why. I can't explain why. I never had a problem with a black guy, African American, whatever you want to call them. I never had a problem. Okay, Susan. Yeah, so there are these cultural differences that go back generations that you can't break. You just can't break. It's unbelievable. But what do we do, guys, as a people, as a learning people? We just learn and we just keep on pushing through, pushing through, pushing through, and we just keep on going. Dismiss the ignorance. But the word Guinea, when you hear somebody use the word Guinea, just understand that it's just like saying the N word. It's 100% like saying the N word. Ah, it's unbelievable what you hear on the YouTubes. It's crazy. See, they're comfortable using the Guinea word, but not the N word. It's interesting because it's the same fucking thing. It's the same thing. So anyway, that was our first dip into Italian American culture. We started off with discrimination. Tomorrow, I think we're going with Frank Sinatra is our topic tomorrow. And we got Joe Pesci. We're gonna do Frankie Valli. We're gonna do Danny Aiello. We're gonna do a lot of different Italian Americans. Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of different Italian Americans. Now, Larry Rolla gave me this wonderful thing, and I'll read it off. I can only read a little bit. But let me read it off to you here. What Larry Rolla gave me here. So Larry Rolla gave me this wonderful gift one day. Okay, and it said, and I can't read all these names. Forgive me. Bernini, Bosaccia, Botticelli, Columbus, Cicero, Cellini, Danto, Galileo, Marconi, Tiziano, Raphael, Vespucci, Virgil, Velarde, Enrico Forme, Emilio Tucci, Enrico Caruso, Michelangelo, Thomas Aquino, Leonardo da Vinci, Tommy Stigliano. No other people can make that statement. Yeah. So, great Italian Americans. Great Italians, I mean. So, Larry Rolla, thank you for that. I do appreciate that. Larry gave me that, and he put my name on the bottom. Yeah, he was on last night, Delilah. He's doing good. Yep. So that's where we're at, guys. All right. All right, let's get back into a little more topic. We'll put a little bit of a nicer avatar up there. I'm done biting my knuckles. So we will go back to our normal avatar right there. And here we are back. And here we go. We got a couple of 3 bullet points. And then we do have the Catholic Minute. All this month, maybe not every single day. Larry's doing well. Larry's doing well. Da Vinci and Stigs in the same sentence. What do you want me to do? It's right there. It's written. It's written. What do you want me to tell you? Larry's doing well. God bless Larry Rolla. He's got a lot of things going on. He said he can't make the morning show. He was live last night. So wait a minute. Rented the telephone 1 year before Bill. You see that? These are things that you don't know. So AOV, you got to do a little bit. You're retired now. Come on, spend time on YouTube, will you? Get your shit back to YouTube. Yep. LaGuardia, there's so many good people. There's so many good. So there are so many good ones. So I may not do every single day throughout the month. I wanted to kick off Italian Heritage Month with the discrimination aspect. Now, if you didn't like it, blame my show producer. Okay, what can I tell you? I follow the show producer. What can I tell you? The show producer says kick it off with the negative, and then go into some people that have made it. I would love to have Jersey Joe on tonight if I do a live. I want to talk about him buying his house in Sicily and all of that, but we'll see. All right, let's go. We got a couple of 3 topics we're going to get into, and then we're going to go into our bullet points. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, pour that coffee. Let's go.
It's the Tommy Stigs Show in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, let's go over to the New York City Police Department. They're taking now this is where you get crazy. Things have been quiet, kind of contained in New York City. Since 9/11, we have not seen any big terrorist attacks. Well, last night, in order to cut funding, they're taking away funding from the New York City Police Department anti-terror squad. They want to get rid of the anti-terror squad aspect of the New York City Police Department. Be careful what you wish for. Remember, defund the police. Remember it? What happened? Now police went to responding instead of proactive. They become reactive instead of proactive. And can you blame them? This is out of control. New York City has been incredible. Now, through COVID, there were some problems, but right now, New York City looks great, guys. I got to be quite honest with you. New York City looks clean. You go in, it's all right. And the streets are safe, Joey Dell. The streets are safe. Hello, Matty Marinara. But these disgraziad animals. Teresa, hold on, girl. It's been a minute, so I hope you're well. Let me edge you back because I cleaned out the whole social club last week. So these animali disgraziati, they want to take away the funding from the NYPD anti-terror squad. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I watched those buildings burn on 9/11 from this side of the river. This was as clear as day in front of my face watching those buildings burn on 9/11. Because I live here and New York City is right there. Right there. Go on the roof and look out. I see New York City. Right? Anybody living in this area saw the buildings burn. God. Incinerated. They were in an incinerator. Luckily, my friend's daughter that was in there, she got out alive. But anyway, now fast forward and coming in 25 years now, we're coming up, it's going to be what, 25 years next year? They want to defund. Teresa, this burns me. They want to defund NYPD anti-terror squad. Go fuck yourselves. There's things you don't touch in the cities. Stony Tony, there's things that you do not touch. Police, firemen, teachers. Get rid of some overpaid fucking office person that doesn't, it's terrible. Teresa Murphy with a little boost this morning. I know, you're busy. You're all over the place, you. Thank you, Teresa, for that little boost this morning. I appreciate it. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. We got a government shutdown, from what I understand. We have a government shutdown, a partial government shutdown right now in this country. Trump says, go fuck yourself. The Democrats say, go fuck yourself. Everybody, go fuck yourself, go fuck yourself, go fuck yourself. Meanwhile, these highly overpaid individuals that are making decisions about our lives, they shut the shit down. Really, ALV, it's true. They got to get rid of some of these bureaucrats. They got to go. Atangul, they got to go. It's unbelievable. So anyway, government shutdown. Okay, listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. Do you remember last week we spoke about the girl getting beat up in the Bronx? She got kicked. What is she? She was a little sick. Okay, Maddie Marinara. Yes, they got to go or you got to go. I don't know what you're saying. If you got to go or they got to go. But they got to go. If you got to go, you got to go. I got to go, I got to go. What are you going to do? All right, listen. Remember last week? They beat up that girl? They beat up that girl. She had epilepsy and ADHD. They beat the piss out of her and they kicked the dog. They kicked the dog. The dog flew 5 feet. The dog's name, according to my information, the dog's name is Leo. Good morning, Italian Stallion. The dog's name that we saw kicked by them fucking animals, Leo is the dog's name. Love the little dog. Pray for the little puppy, Leo, that he's okay. So it was Leo. Okay? It was Leo. And that's where you're at. They made an arrest. They arrested somebody. They arrested somebody yesterday. They did make an arrest yesterday. So Leo, oh my God, my heart breaks when I see Leo. Kicked him right in the face. Teresa Murphy, last week, one of my shows, we were talking about a 11-year-old girl was assaulted in the Bronx by a bunch of other animals, kicking her, beating her up. The dog was lonely. The little dog was lonely, looking at his master, because Leo is a what do you call it? A service dog for this girl. And he kicked the dog. They kicked the dog right in the face. Oh my God. Leo. You saw the video, right, Pat? It was very bad. It was very, very bad. It was a rough morning here, actually, Teresa. Everybody was kind of shooken up when I spoke about that. So, bullies. Blessings to the girl. Okay, surviving together. Have a great day. The dog is okay. We got word that the dog is Leo. So keep Leo in your mind. Leo the puppy. Yeah. I didn't say I would not stop that. When did I say that? Why are you typing it? You know what? First of all, you're typing in capital letters and you're lying. Don't come here and lie. Don't you come here and lie. I never said I wouldn't do anything. That happened last week in the Bronx, Maddie. It was the saddest thing ever. You could be the most evil motherfucker. When you see something like that, I saw my heart sunk, Teresa. I had to stop. I was so fucked up the whole day, Teresa. I couldn't function almost. That's how bad it was. I glanced at the picture and I see somebody getting beat up, which you see these things. Then I saw this kick of the dog. How do you kick a dog in the face? You got to be a fucking disgrazia. You got to be a douchebag. So anyway, this was last week. So prayers out to Leo. Prayers out to the young girl that got beat up so badly. She got knocked into a seizure. It was a bad day here. Delivering the story was a little bit rough, but we have some good news. Leo is doing well. The girl, hopefully she'll be all right. And they arrested somebody. Whatever happens, happens. And I never said I wouldn't do anything. I was conversating with the chat, Evil, and I was saying, what do you do if you're there? What happens? Do you think it through? Do your emotions kick in? What happens? Now, I have the ability to think it through and think strategically in a second's notice how to react. What would I have done? I don't know. I don't know what I would have done. But people helped, and it happened. Yeah, we're going to end up with vigilantes. That's right. I know. But you type capital letters like you're trying to make a statement. You know what? I got to block capital letters being typed in here because that's unbelievable. You're a chat commando with those texts. Thank God those people who stopped the car. Yeah, somebody stopped and helped. No, we need a vigilante, Americans. If you type in caps again, you're going in for 3 minutes. Where is he? Where is this motherfucker? Where is this motherfucker? Sienna Weevil. Type again. Go ahead. Type capital letters one more time. Maro Nubazzo. Tony. Right. Fuck off. Of course we're right about the caps. It's ignorant. Stop. Don't be so ignorant. We know one old fella that does that. Hello, Jimena. Well, the capital letters is ignorant. It means I got to be seen. I am here. This guy, Uncle Edwin, used to type in all caps when he came into the chats. All capital letters. Well, what are you doing? What are you doing? If they're not seeing you here as you're present, they're not going to say, the capital letters don't help you get the attention. Stop. I want to make a point. I got to make a point. Let me type in caps. Take your capital letters and stick them up your sister's ass. That's what you do. Take your capital letters and stick them right up your sister's ass. And that's what we're going to do. Avangul. So blessings to you, Jimena and Angelique today. All right, a couple of 3 more bullet points. Diddy got denied. Diddy's denied. Now I got him saying sorry, you son of a bitch. Diddy got denied. Listen, Puff Daddy, Diddy, whatever you go by today, you're stuck. But I truly believe he's going to get released in October. I think they're going to give him time served. I think he's going to get 14 months. I think Diddy's going to be out quick. I'm not saying I agree with it. Don't twist it around there, you. See no evil. This is for you. I said that I think that Diddy might get time served. Don't misconstrue tomorrow. Type in the chat saying he said he supports Diddy getting out early. You see? You watching? Yeah, sick bastard. Who is this writing in caps? Go ahead, do it again. Go ahead. Come on, type in caps again, you. Where are you? Type in caps again. You know what? 10 seconds. Go get the white wall cleaner ready for the Vogue tires, okay? No, we got a possibility with Diddy getting out. We don't know yet. Anyway, they denied him yesterday. He wanted them to throw out all the charges. Go fuck yourself. You're convicted. They want him to throw out all the charges. That's why I don't need managing mods anymore. I'm taking them all away. Whoever's got a managing mod, go ahead, make a splash today, because after today, there ain't no managing moderators. I watch my chat. I see every message. I don't need a managing mod. I needed managing mods. I needed managing mods a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't have one. Now they want to come back. Angula soda. That means fuck you and your sister. Angula soda, okay? Fuck you and your sister. Stony Tony, we're cursing a little bit today. Delilah's in her glory right now that Tommy Stigs is cursing. I get it. I understand. Delilah's happy right now. No caps. No caps. Lee Cole is not a mod here. Lee Cole left the face of the earth. Is he still part of the Angel Gotti show or no? Does Lee Cole still go with the Angel Gotti show? No, you're not always here. You've been lately now. You're coming back a little more, but you're not always here. That's just not true. It's he's not with Angel anymore. Oh, okay. They broke up again? See. Non-Italians need not apply. You will get kicked to the curb eventually. Non-Italians need not apply. You're all just peasants. You understand? This is the way I hear and see things. Non-Italians, you're peasants. Give me those donations, right? You're working on your attendance. Non-Italian, yes, Delilah. It's just a fact. To an Italiano, a non-Italian, you might think you have relevance. You might think you have relevance, but we will bury you so fast. Look, she gave Lee a dirt nap like that. Get that fuck out of here. What she tell Lee? Get the fuck out of here. You're gone. Anybody could happen to anybody. I'm half serious. Okay, listen. Okay, Patty Daly, are you still here? Patty Daly, are you still here? Where's Patricia? Patrizia, where are you, Patty Daly? Are you still here? I got something for you. I want to finish what I was saying to you before. That kitchen was like a Brady Bunch kitchen. Tommy needs a home in Sicily. Donate. Scottsdale Scorpions. Let's go, baby. Who? What? Where? When? How? What are you saying, who, Maddie? What do you got? Pop Sajak got booted. Teresa, hope all is well. Maddie Marinara. The dude is back and nobody missed. No, he's back where? Who's he with now? The kitchen consigliere was sent for? No, he wasn't. He did his thing, man. He's going to do it. Where's Steen do? I don't know. All right. Next topic. Where's Patty Daly? I needed to tell her something. You're Irish. Yes. Now, there are levels in the Italian culture. But she gave Lee a dirt nap just like that. What the fuck? She buried the guy. She should have 1 million subs, that one. All right, let's go. Next topic. Hertz has entered. Okay. Hertz has entered the building. Anybody with these cars, rent a cars, you're out. You're all out. Car this, car that, car the other thing. Listen to me, Detroit City. Hertz Rent a Car has entered the building. And they are getting into the used car sales business. That means you're all done. You were at Rutgers. Which one? Newark? There's 2 Rutgers campuses, see in Wayville. Newark or Brunswick? Tell me where you were. Rutgers, Newark, over here? Business school? What? Where were you? Bergen Street? Where were you down there? Rental service, yeah. It's unbelievable, Teresa. They're coming. Oh, New Brunswick. That's a little. Newark's a better campus. Newark is a safer campus. There's Evil. Newark is a nicer. It's more safe. The stats tell you. Who would buy one of their cars? They must be beat to hell after being rented a car. Probably less ALV because they have to be maintained. Anytime you get in a rental car, they're taken care of because they have to be reliable. Quite honestly, you might be better off than you are buying a strange used car. The history is there. The medical records, the medical records of the car are there. The maintenance records, so you might be better off, possibly. Who knows? No, it's an interesting thing. There's no real mystery with a rental car. But anyway, Hertz has entered the building. Everybody else stand back. The godfather of car sales rentals has entered the building. The Hollywood godfather. I got to tell you, what a shame. We spoke about this before, Gianni Russo. What a disaster of a show he's got, man. Come on. You can't even hear what the guy says. He's not even using microphones. All muffled. You see his head almost as bad as Steen do. His head Gianni's head is almost as bad as Tindu. Because here's what Tindu looks like when he does the show. And this is what Gianni Russo looks like. Just like this. And Gianni Russo doesn't have a microphone. Nothing. Zero. And he's like this, talking like this, like a Mama Lugera. What are you doing? Johnny Russo, I can't believe you. What a disaster of a podcast you got. What are you doing? What are you doing, Godfather? The Godfather, even with a name like that, the Hollywood Godfather, it ain't going to work. You got to at least invest in a microphone. Something. Put a little scuttle into there. You're the Godfather. Come on. Step up now. What are you doing? Step up now. Yeah, they cover everything. I mean, Joey Dell, it's unbelievable. Lunatic. Yeah, because you banged Marilyn Monroe, you filthy motherfucker. What are you talking about? He banged Marilyn Monroe. Get out of here. Says he got his first blowjob from Marilyn Monroe, or the first girl he banged was Marilyn Monroe. He's a jerk off. He's a jerk off. Where are you, Gianni Russo? I see you. That jazz palmentieri ma disgrazia de animale. But he had a part in the Godfather. Listen, he probably could have had a good podcast, Patsy. He probably could have had a good show. He was in The Godfather. He probably could have done something well. Hello, Gianni Catalano. But no, he fucked it all up. Got a horrible microphone. Garbage. Trash. Garbage. Straight up garbage. Really garbage. Well, Stoney, if he was a little more humble, he may have had a good telecast. Now, if you go look at his shows, they're horrendous. They are horrible. Yeah, they're horrible. Terrible. They suck. Now, where's Patty Daly left? I needed to talk to her. Patty Daly. So I went into the Belleville, New Jersey Senior Citizen Center. And they had the old kitchen. If I could show you, I'll show you. Hold on a minute. If I could show you, I'll show you. Where is it? I'm going to show you something over here. Where's my channel here? Tommy Stigs Social Club. Videos. Let me see if I got it. Okay, here we go. Second video. I want you to take a look at this, and I'm going to tell you why. Look at the screen for a quick minute. Let me put this up here. And then we got the stoop cam out today, too. Okay, I put Brady Bunch type of kitchen. Here's the video. Look at this stuff here. Look at the nostalgia here. Check it out. Look at the screen, Teresa. Look at this. We're going back in time with this kitchen here. Look at this setup. Just look at that magic chef. You'll never see this again. Stovetop. Formica countertops. Magic air. You'll never see it again. Look at the stovetop. We got two stovetops in here in the senior center in Belleville, New Jersey. Look. Cabinets. Never see it again. That is something right there. So these are things you'll never see again. Brady Bunch type, the colors were different, but everything works. All of that stuff works. It's at our senior center in Belleville. Everything in that kitchen works. Holding up beautiful. It's unbelievable. So I go into the post office yesterday. I walk into the post office. It has not been updated since they opened it. And I walked in and I say, wow, this feels great. This, walking into the post office, feels incredible. The old tiles, they don't break. Just that old feeling, big wood doors. I just love it. I love the post office. So I'm saying I got to make talk with the girl. I got to make a little talk with the girl that's working at the post office. She's putting my mail on the scale, this, that, the other thing. I had to mail a couple of important documents out. She's mailing everything. And I said, I got to tell you, this feels great to me. You're probably 30 years younger than me. I'm 56 years old. I feel like I walked in here with my grandmother right now. I feel like my grandfather just took me to the post office with them. Walking in here just took me back 50 years, 45 years. What a good feeling. You want to get that feeling of nostalgia? Walk into any post office. Just go buy a stamp. Look around. Just unbelievably beautiful. It just makes you feel, it takes you back a little bit, Gianni. It just feels great. So you want to capture time? Maybe possibly the post office? Or even the library. Some of the libraries don't change. And I said, from your perspective, to the lady that was working back there, I said, you're going to think I'm nuts. But I got to tell you, this is a great feeling coming in here. Yeah. Yeah. And she said, what do you mean? I said, there's something feeling about this. She said, but it's old. It's outdated. I said, but you're not understanding something here. You're working in history right now. No, I'm sure they updated some of them as they needed. Absolutely. Some of the post offices, I'm sure, have been updated. Now, I've been in a post office in Little Rock, Arkansas. Not Little Rock, Mountain View, Arkansas. Is Donna's doing it still here? Donna's doing it. Are you still here? Now, I was in when I worked at the post office, I loved all my people. But what about the building, Teresa? The buildings, just beautiful. I just feel something. She's like, what do you mean? So I got her comfortable. The girl, she may have work stress. Who knows? And I said, Mountain View. I was in Mountain View, Arkansas. And here's me. I go into the post office in Mountain View, Arkansas. Now you can only imagine what that is like. Yes, I was in Mountain View, Arkansas. We're not going to talk about why, where, what, how, this, that, the other thing. But I was in Mountain View, Arkansas. And I walked in. That's a post office. So anyway, I'm sorry to stay on this so long, but you want to get a good nostalgia feeling? Walk into an old post office. State of the art, but smells like a hospital. Okay, yeah, I got you. All right. I understand that. All right. So that's that. Those are all the bullet points. I think we're going to wrap it up with that. Let's go into the Catholic Minute real quick. We're going to get out of here. I'm going to say it one more time before I get off of it. We opened up talking about Italian-American discrimination and this, that, the other thing. So, Gianni, if you want to check out the beginning of this show, other than ALV trolling, we got some good information out there about the discrimination against Italians and Italians-Americans. All right. The Catholic feast today, Saint Teresa of Lisieux, October 1st. This is for you, Teresa Murphy. You came in today. You haven't been here. So it's kind of Teresa. Oh, you've been listening. Okay, it's kind of Teresa. Before I go into the Catholic Minute, the word Guinea, just so all of you know, is just as bad as the N word or the S word for the Spanish. I can't do it. God helps me. God knows. Don't say those words. Don't say those words. Guinea, the N word, and the S word are all the same. So shame on you. And shame on you that are okay with people that use these words, Guinea. Go fuck yourself, okay? Go fuck right off with the word Guinea. I'll never argue with you over it. I'll never yell at you. I'll never get mad at you. God will take care of you. You will be crushed because you have hate in your soul. All right? Greaseball more than, you know why it's greaseball. And you know why Italians comb their hair back for years and years is because it was the easiest way to do your hair. Italians just used to wet their hair and comb it back. A little Brill cream in there and put your hair back. Greaseball, that's right. And that is why they called us greaseballs. And most Italians comb their hair back. And that comes from history. Put grease in the hair and comb it back. This is a fact. This is a fact. Because there was a lack of dollars, a lack of money, and a lack of money, and Italian men slicked their hair back. Only because that was the only way that they could contain it. This is true. No, it's not to be a cuisine. It is what it is. Olive oil, the best. Well, Brill cream, then olive oil, whatever. Lard, whatever you want to use. Okay, real quick, I got to do the Catholic minute. I got to get out of here. The Catholic feast day, October 1st, St. Teresa of Lisieux. I don't know where this is. Also known as the Little Flower. She was a Carmelite nun who lived in the 19th century and is known for her little way spirituality of doing ordinary things with great love. St. Teresa of Lisieux is also a doctor of the church and the patroness of missionaries in France. Who was St. Teresa of Lisieux? A French Carmelite nun in the 1880s. She entered the convent at 15 and died at 24 years old. St. Teresa died at 24 years old. She is known for her autobiography, Story of a Soul, which outlines her little way of spiritual life. She was declared a doctor of the church by Pope John Paul II in 1997. Wonderful. Wonderful. Today is a wonderful feast day. She was declared. Her symbols include roses, and she saw a constantly blooming. Oh my God! So Saint Teresa Lisieux died as she was dying. She saw a continuously blooming rose bush while she was dying. Wow, very nice. So today's Catholic moment is very nice. Very nice. I touched on it briefly, very, very quick, and that's where we're at. I'm going to show you one more Italian-American thing that I made. And here we go. Take a look up, guys, please. I made this a while back. It's a minute. It's 1 minute long. Uh-oh. Where did my chat go? There we go. Okay, look up, guys. Check this out before. Once upon a time, Newark, New Jersey had its own little Italy, the first ward. And I'm going to show you a couple of pictures, a couple of stills of our past Columbus Day parades here. I'm in Nutley, New Jersey, but growing up in the Newark, New Jersey area, every year we look forward to the Columbus Day parade. I'm going to show you a couple of Grand Marshals. Hold on a second here. 1992 Columbus Day Parade, Newark, New Jersey. Grand Marshal Joe Pesci, 1992. 1989 Newark, New Jersey Columbus Day Parade, Tommy Lasorda. Look at that. Wonderful. This is beautiful. Joe DiMaggio. 1979 Grand Marshal. 1979 Columbus Day Parade, Newark, New Jersey. Wonderful, wonderful. Here we have Frankie Avalon, 1984 Grand Marshal. Columbus Day Parade, Newark, New Jersey, 1984. Wonderful. Frankie Avalon, 1984. Look who we have here. Look at who we have here. Al Martino. Al Martino from The Godfather, 1986. You Can Act Like a Man. 1986, Grand Marshal, Newark, New Jersey, Columbus Day Parade. Last but not least, Dom DeLuise, 1983. 1983, Grand Marshal of the Newark Columbus Day Parade. Happy Columbus Day 2023, everybody. So there you go. There you go. That's our things, guys. That's what we had. I just wanted to show you some of that stuff. Listen, we're going out with a little Mambo Italiano. I got to rock and roll, guys. It's time for me to go. There you go. We might get a block on this. Hey, if we do, we do. What are you going to do? We get a block, we get a block. Fuck it. Here we go. Come on. Tommy Stigs, wishing you all well. Ciao.
Boy went back to Napoli because he missed the scenery, the native dancers, and the charming songs. But wait a minute, something's wrong. Hey, hey, now it's a mambo Italiano, mambo, mambo, Italiano, go, Joe. You mixed up Siciliano, you calibrate do the mambo like crazy. And mambo, don't want a tarantella. Mambo, no more the mozzarella. Mambo, Italiano, try an enchilada with a fish and bacalao. And gumba. I love how you dance, rumba. But take some advice, my son. Learn how to mambo. If you're gonna be where you ain't gonna go nowhere. Mambo, mambo, Italiano. Mambo, Italiano. Go, Joe. Shake like a Giovanni. Hello, quesadilla. Get a happy in the pizza when you mambo, Italiano. Shake it, baby, shake it, cause I love it when you take me in. Hey, Jadro, you don't have to go to school. Just make a little beef bambino, it's like a vino. Kid, you good looking, but you don't know what to cook until you shake it, baby, shake it, cause I love it when you take me by the pizzeria. That's where I'm gonna be. Don't you tell your mama's gonna tell her papa. There's nothing to it, come on, baby, let's do it. Mambo, mambo, Italiano. Mambo, Italiano. Go, Joe. You mixed up Siciliano. It's so delicious, everybody come to fish out. Mambo, Italiano.